be here on a sunny day today with a mentor of mine that actually he was my mentor before he even knew he was my mentor. Um, I want to present to you Hubert Humphrey. And if you haven't heard of Hubert Humphrey and you've been in the financial services industry, then I don't know where you've been. Because he is the man responsible for building huge distribution channels of financial services. And so I want to thank you for accepting the invitation to spend a few minutes with us. I know we have a big event today here in Chicago, so welcome to Chicago.
Well, glad to be here, Mauricio. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And you know, over the years, over the past 14 years, being involved in financial services has really changed my life. I remember when I came to this country, I was employed for about 3 months or so, and I knew that wasn't really going to be the route to take to achieve financial freedom. And so I decided to take the entrepreneurial route and have achieved some kind of success, but I'm really, really excited to be able to now join Hegemon International and join with your leadership on, because I've actually seen your track record. And so I would like you to maybe let the people know out there, what is the mission and the vision of Hegemon International, and what are we trying to do? What's the ultimate goal with Hegemon International?
All right. Well, that's great. Well, first of all, it's just a great pleasure to be able to have you in my business life.
Thank you.
I love dealing with in the Hispanic market, 50 million fastest growing segment of our society today.
Right.
And you were asking me earlier what was my plan to go and conquer the Hispanic. Well, I recruit Mauricio. That's my plan. And people like you, as great leaders like you, that are going to go out there and take our message, our great opportunity to so many of those great people. But it's a perfect storm of opportunity right now. Perfect market conditions. As you know, in our track record, this HGI opportunity is really the crusade of crusades. We've gone out and started and built and revolutionized the industry. We built the great A.L. Williams company back with Art Williams and his great leadership, and used our leadership format system, recruited 1.5 million recruits through that system, 10 million policies sold, $1 billion of commissions to the field force. And after that was sold to what became Citigroup, I built World Marketing Alliance, which goes by the name of World Financial Group or Transamerica, whatever today. But I built it over 10 years, sold it to Aegon, and that was another 500 million recruits, another 5 million sales. So if you summarize what we've used with our leadership format system, we've been able to go out there and recruit over 2.5 million people through our systems. We've produced over $2 billion of commissions to the field force, produced almost 15 million financial services products sold to the consumer. And there's a couple of companies out there as a result of all of that efforts we've been involved in directly that have over $1 billion market caps each. So we've produced a lot of wealth for people. You asked me what was our mission. This little sheet right here says our mission statement. I'll just hold it up. It says our mission is to create more financially independent families than any other business in history. That's sort of been the odyssey that I've been on to do that.
And that's what I'm excited about, because I started this message in this video sharing with people that the industry has changed my life. Yeah. And I'm really excited for what this infrastructure and the platform that you bring to the table, it's going to offer the common individual that is looking at us right now and that's probably thinking, you know, I came to this country, or I'm in this country trying to find that American dream.
Right.
You know?
Well, it's kind of ironic that looking right over our shoulder, you see Hamburger University. We're on the McDonald's campus here. Right across this pond is the famous Hamburger U. So all the people who ever join with McDonald's to start up a franchise, they and their staff have to come here, go through all types of certification, and graduate from Hamburger U, and that's a great too. The best way I could maybe answer your question is that I followed the Ray Kroc model. He had the business franchise format system. I've got the business leadership format system. We just don't charge for a franchise. We don't sell franchises. But what we do is we're like with Ray Kroc, when he was selling the McDonald's franchises, he didn't just sell you a trade name or a territory or a way to buy a lot of hamburger meat on a cheaper basis. He gave you a system a success system and a support world to support entrepreneurs. Now, it costs them a lot to get in McDonald's,
Absolutely.
but we do the same things that McDonald's. We're the McDonald's of financial services. But we give you a chance to come in here, and we give you a success system that makes it predictable, and we give you our experience. We create sort of a hero-making machine that gives recognition, like the rings, the pins, the trips. We build heroes. That's really what I'm in. I'm not in the sales business. I sell dreams and build teams, and that's what we do.
And that's really, I mean, the message that I'm getting is that it's not only a very profitable opportunity, and people can really conquer their futures, and people can really achieve financial independence while helping others become wealthy, but having a lot of fun in the process at the same time.
It's just a wonderful thing. We get to work where we play and play where we work, and that make money, have fun. That's a wonderful concept. And we all of our products and concepts and services, our product providers are set up in sort of a concierge type basis where people from all walks of life can come in without a lot of experience. If you've got experience, fine. Come in. You basically just, the number one thing you want to do here, you can come in and be a personal producer. You can come in and be a big financial advisor like you've been in your career, very successful. You can do all of that in our world, but you can supersize your opportunity, to use a McDonald's
Yeah, but here,
phrase.
it took me 14 years to be where I'm at right now. And I know
and
that
what you've done is not real duplicatable.
it's not really duplicatable, and that's why I'm changing courses. I mean, for many people that know me, I have been trying to figure out how to become successful in such a competitive industry, and working with the top 1% of wealthy individuals. The workshops that I do are for folks that maybe have at least $1 million that they can invest in, but that's a very small market.
And just doing that, you're not going out to that 50 million, to those people, those new Americans. And by the way, I love dealing with the new Americans. I love to deal with all Americans, but I love to deal with the new Americans because they seem to appreciate the American opportunity, this land of the free, the home of the brave, the chance to be what you want to be. They take advantage of it. A lot of the people who were born and raised here naturally are, they expect a handout. They're sitting there looking, thinking of jobs to seek.
Well, I think new Americans have very fresh in their mind what was the purpose of coming here. What was the purpose of leaving our culture, leaving our country, and what are we doing here?
Right.
And so I would maybe like you to finish with the message to the common Mauricio out there. Because when I started this industry, I have no talent. I figured one thing out, that persistence is really one of the keys to success. All I've done is just being persistent.
Right.
But I don't want the folks that are watching us to think that this opportunity is only for those that have some kind of special talent, are sales gurus.
If that was the case, number one, I wouldn't want to do it because I'm not interested in dealing with prima donnas. I'd rather deal with a greenie than a bluey any day. And I'm just like the Mauricio. I was Hubert Humphrey. I went to Georgia Tech after 2 years. What I thought was a summer job on the railroad. I'm trapped for 17 years. I never went back and got a college degree, raised my family, had 4 kids, all kind of obligations, not making any money. And I had this dream. I wanted to be somebody so bad. And I found a right opportunity. They wasn't very big, only about 40 people met Art Williams. But it was an idea whose time had come. And I sensed it and I went for it and didn't have any experience. I didn't have any licenses, never sold anything. Started in this thing and it changed my life forever. A little Hubert Humphrey went from boxcar to business star, made $33 million in commissions for building a team. I didn't sell much. I sold a little bit and made a little bit of money, but I made all this money building an organization. That same system that we've used to go out and take tons of Huberts and Mauricios. We've had over 3,000 to 4,000 of those people have made over $100,000 with us. We've had hundreds of them that have made 7-figure incomes. And then this opportunity, we're looking for people like you to start from scratch that can go out and make 8-figure incomes. But anyway, if you just want to make a little extra money a month to help pay some bills, which is very important this day and age, or if you want to become wealthy, you get to choose your own future.
Well, Hubert, just to finish up in my end is I see this as a movement. And over my past 14 years in the financial services industry, I see my community, especially the Hispanic market, which I serve a lot, we are very underserved. And we're going to need people like you that are watching this video to become part of this movement to create a real change out there, because We need to change the culture of saving. We need to learn how to manage debt. We need to learn the basic concepts that will enable us to become financially independent over time. And if we can become wealthy teaching people or other people how to do that.
That's how the Hispanic movement's going to gain great power in this country, is to be able to gain great wealth.
Exactly.
And it can't just be in the hands of a handful of people. What I could see us doing over the next 3 or 4 or 5 years with your help is go out there and develop 10, 15,000 guys that are out there making 7-figure earnings that are in the Hispanic market. You don't think that'll make a difference in these communities?
It'll make a huge difference, absolutely.
Definitely it will.
It'll break that chain, you know, of...
you said a movement. This is a movement and a crusade. There's two things that we've had in A.L. Williams, that we had in World Marketing Alliance, and 2 things that we'll have here. We sell the dream, but we've also have the crusade, where we're righting the great wrong. We're making the big difference out there. And we've got some noble purposes for what we're doing out here. I'm not in it just to make money. I'm in it to help people and to bring solutions. I found, and I'll close with this, if you find that the problem is big enough, and if you can find a solution that's big enough, and put those together, you can build something great in life. And I think we've identified a major challenge out here. We need to go to a great underserved group of people that's growing in this society and help them make their dreams come true. And that's what we're in the business. We sell the dream and help them build a team and make it come true. But it's great working with you, man.
Likewise. I think everything was pretty much said. Hopefully you'll join us in this great movement, because it's going to be a very fun ride.
Well, if they don't join us, they're going to have to compete against us.
That's
you want to be a player, or you want to be roadkill?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was really good.
Good to see you.